just doing comparison, and this is just for fun. So the assumption is I'm gonna do an upgrade, and so let's go ahead and go to the bikes. So I'll choose the road bike, and at the moment I do have a Giant Content 3 bike that I purchased back in 2017. So on this page, it took me to the entry level selection for Trek. I pre-selected the price 500 to 1,999. So if I'm doing a comparison between my bike now and the bike that I have as the entry level, this will be it, the Domani AL2. So right now the price of their entry level is 879.99. My bike, when I bought that one, that was 650, and currently they have increased the price up to 750. So the entry level, like for like, the Trek is more expensive by $100 plus. For the purpose of this video, so the assumption is I'm doing an upgrade, so this will be the logical choice. The Domani AL2 disc. So the price is $1,049.99. So let's drill in. All right, so it took me to this page, Domani AL2 disc. So $1,049.99. They do have three color selections. So this one is the blue matte Trek Black, and then that's the Trek Black Carbon Smoke. Third selection is the purple Abyss Trek Black, but I think I like this one. And let me show you different angles of this bike. Very good. So that will be the for the water bottle. You can actually have two bottles of water, so it's good for long rides. Cables are internally routed, and you'd have the handlebars and the stem. They are both made by Bontrager, and this will be the drivetrain. You would have Shimano drivetrains there, and let's check the tech specs. All right, before we go into the tech specs, you also have the option of mounting a carrier. So this one is very good for commuting. All right, so telling us that this is for endurance fit, meaning the posture is not too aggressive. You can sit a little bit upright, so it's not bad for the back. And this will be your specifications. The frame is aluminum, pretty good. The fork is the Bunny AL carbon, so essentially that's a plus. It's carbon. The frame fit, as already mentioned, endurance. You have different spare parts that I have, like the rim, the skewer rear, the hub rear. Um, Majority of the spare parts are made by Bontrager, good brand. And the tire would be 700 by 32, which would essentially compromise your speed because the thinner the tire, the faster you go. The thicker the tire, the slower you go, but it is more comfortable and it gives you more flexibility. So you're not just restricted to road, you can also go off-road a little bit. So you can go to rough surfaces. And this one you can go all the way to 38. So the shifter is Shimano Claris. The front and rear derailleur is Shimano Claris. The crank is also Shimano, and the chain is Shimano Sora. Cassette is Shimano, and also handlebars Bontrager. All right. So that is the Trek specifications essentially. Uh, Pretty good bike, but let's see how it fares with Giant. So this one should take us to Giant. The Giant Contend AR. So it'll give us four selections there. I'm not sure why they gave these two options here. Pretty on the high end side of the entry level. And for the entry level, they have two, which is Contend AR4 and Contend AR3. They still have the rim brake version, but like I said, the assumption is we are upgrading or I'm upgrading. So we have to go to the disc. Otherwise, if we do the rim brake, then it's not really an upgrade. So this will be the entry level, 950. So effectively, it's more expensive than Trek. And so I'll choose this one here, and let's see what happens. So price range is $1,200, $150 more than Trek. The choice selection, you only have two. We got metallic black and garnet. Garnet, I think it's like I'd say maroon and then black. So choice selection, they only have two. So that's a Trek as far as color selection is concerned, um, gets a plus. And showing the different angles of the bike. The welds are well done, very smooth, similar to Trek. That's the cockpit view from the top. That is the drivetrain view. All right. So going to the sizing, I'm 5'6", 5'7", so if I were to upgrade, I will still stay on the small side. And the technical specification of the bike, this one is an upgrade from the Claris. You would have the Shimano Sora. The shifters, the front and rear, are all Shimano Sora. So one plus about the Giant, it's 9-speed. So you get more gearing options when you're climbing. And crankshaft is 34 by 50. So this is also a compact bike. The uh, the fit selection or frame is actually compact as well, or endurance, I'm sorry. And so it is good for long rides. The tire size is 700 by 32, and it allows you to go all the way up to 38. So if I were to upgrade, I think overall Giant would have the advantage, although it's more expensive, but it has more pluses than the Trek. The shifter and the derailleur will be an upgrade. It's going to be Sora, and the speed you got more gearing options. It'll take you up to 9 speed. All right, so that's the end of the comparison between Giant and Trek.